Platinum is the third precious metal, but that doesn't tell the full story about the problems with stacking platinum. When discussing precious metals, the big boys are gold and silver. There's not a universal definition for a precious metal, but most people include platinum and palladium as precious metals. At least these metals are often included at the top of online bullion dealers as precious metals. More broadly, metals in the platinum group, the PGMs, sometimes called 6E by miners, are all considered precious metals. The 6E elements include platinum, palladium, rhodium, ruthenium, osmium, and iridium. Whatever your definition, I do think it's worth noting that just four metals, gold, silver, platinum, and palladium, have individual ISO 4217 codes, accepted codes for representation of each metal as currency. You know what doesn't have an ISO 4217 currency code? Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Maybe that will change soon. When I first got into stacking, I was really drawn to platinum. Why would I like platinum? I think there are reasons, both good and bad. First reason, which may or may not be a good reason, platinum is historically at a very low value relative to both silver and gold. That was true a year ago, and it's true today. Second reason, new production is really challenged right now, with most platinum coming out of South Africa and Russia, both of which have social and political issues. These facts will limit new supply and create a potential upside. Third reason, platinum is different. Platinum feels like the forgotten third wheel of precious metals. Therefore, if you stack platinum, you are different. It probably reflects my own insecurities more than I'd like to admit, but platinum seems cooler than gold and silver. So valid or not, those were some of the reasons I was drawn to platinum. Did I buy platinum? I did, just a bit, 2 10th-ounce Britannias. That's when I realized the problems with platinum. I think there are at least 3. First problem, platinum often sells at a very high premium. Let's say that you have about $1,000 to put into precious metals. 1,000 of gold would be about a half ounce of gold. The cheapest half-ounce gold coin I can find online is $1,093 for a 6.5% premium. 1,000 of silver is similar to a kilo of silver. The cheapest kilo bar of silver I can find online is $758 for a 3% premium. $1,000 of platinum is about an ounce of platinum. The cheapest for an ounce coin of platinum is $9.87 for an 8.4% premium. Well, those premiums are not that far off. Why am I being such a crybaby over platinum premiums? Well, I often operate on a tighter budget at around $100 to $150 per purchase. At this price level, your best gold option might be a Mexican 2.5 peso coin at $139 and 12% premium. Silver is better with a 5-ounce bar at $126 for a 10% premium. For platinum, you could get a 10th-ounce coin for $117 with a whopping 29% premium. Oof, that is terrible. There is no easy way to get cheap platinum online at a low budget price. The second problem with platinum is that it's not widely bought or sold. Poor liquidity. Many online stores have little stock available, or platinum regularly goes out of stock. My local coin shop, and a local shop is probably the best option to get something at low premium, my local coin shop doesn't stock platinum and rarely gets it across the counter from customers. If a product doesn't move easily, then that is a red flag. I don't stack metals to turn around and sell them. Regardless, I don't want it to be a hassle to sell either. The third problem with platinum goes back to its current low value relative to gold and silver. One of the biggest uses of platinum is in catalytic converters. With the rise of battery vehicles and, even worse, a likely looming global recession, I don't see catalytic converter production cranking up anytime soon. Maybe fuel cell technology is a possibility, but that feels a long way off. It's possible that platinum's lower value is more of a long-term situation rather than a temporary dip. In the face of these issues, I have greatly cooled on platinum. I want it to be something that makes sense to stack, but I just can't rationalize buying platinum over the more traditional metals, gold and silver. That completes my journey with platinum. Let me know what you think of platinum. Do you actively stack it? How do you swallow those crazy premiums? Thank you so much for watching to the end, and take care.